Helen Yee here with Eyes on the Game here at New York City. UFC 244 being joined by the one and only Mr. Corey Anderson. Now I have to ask you, I know your son was born in March. How has fatherhood been like for you?
Fatherhood has been amazing for me. You know, like I tell people, it makes me wonder what I took so long, but at the same time, everything happens at the right time for a reason. And having him there along his journey has been so much more motivation. Every day I get up and go to the gym just to see him in the morning in bed. It's like he's fighting the walk, fighting the grass, I'm fighting, just looking at me or his mother. You know, that's motivation every day to go to the grind and just go hard when I do it.
Now, he'll be here tomorrow?
Yes, he'll be here tomorrow.
Now, what's a lesson that you hope he takes away from you and from, watching your whole MMA journey and your career?
I mean, the main thing I want him to take from me is the same thing I took from my father, is nothing in life is given to you, especially being not trying to be like racial or anything, but being African-American where I grew up, I was the only black family there, so my father always told me, we got to work 120% harder than the other guys. So they go 100%, we got to go 220, go hard because nothing's going to be given to us. And that's what I've always focused my life on, the way I train, everything I do, we're going to do it to the best. We're not going to half-ass anything, and don't have your hand out expecting anything to be given to you. You go out there and deserve it, you earn it, or you take it. And I want him to see that. And that's the biggest thing about me getting up every morning and having him watch me leave to go to the gym. As he grow up, he'll know day in and day out, nothing changed for him. It was the same thing. His dad got up in the morning, cooked his breakfast, grabbed his bags, and he went to the gym. And he would come home and do the same thing 3 more times throughout the day. And look at what we got. And I want him to say, I can do the same thing my dad did. Hopefully not follow the path I did, do something else. But if he worked hard at it, he can have anything he wants in life.
Very well said. Very inspirational as well. Now, obviously, huge fight coming ahead against Johnny Walker. What do you foresee in this fight? I mean, obviously, I know he's anticipating your wrestling.
Yeah, I mean, he's anticipating my wrestling. I'm anticipating him going out there trying to knee me on the shot or uppercut or doing something fancy to catch me. I just got to go out there and be unpredictable. I just expect the unexpected. Switch it up, Everybody say, oh, he's just a wrestler, but if you look, I outstrike everybody 6-1. I have one of the highest striking rates in the division. They don't see that because all they see is when I take you down, it's just so good. That's what stands out. But they forget that the hands are there, the kicks are there, so I can pretty much do anything at any time when I want to. You just got to wait to see what he presents me with.
Very well-rounded. Now, how do you foresee it finishing?
I just see domination. I feel he's going to try to catch me with something early, and he's going to throw big, strong shots, powerful shots, and gas himself out. And if he switches it up where he's going to have to make it 3 rounds, he's going to be more strategic with his strikes. He won't strike as much because he's trying to save his cardio. And if he does that, we all know I can go 15 minutes balls to the wall hard, and it won't bother me at all. So if I turn the pace up, he's going to have to match the pace to keep up, and that's when he's going to gas out either way.
Now, do you think with a win on Saturday that the title shot will be guaranteed for you?
There's nothing guaranteed in this sport. It's a nice thought to go out there and dominate the hype train. The kid they want to fight Jon Jones next, they got to give it to you. But at the same time, you can't set your mind on it because I have my mindset after Lil Latif. If I beat him, that's #1 contender. I'm next, and it changes up quick. It's the way the game works.
Now, what do you think about rumors or Jon potentially moving up to heavyweight?
I mean, if he goes up, he goes up. Just let us fight somebody else for the belt then. And eventually he comes down and fights us to claim that he's still the best.
Yeah. A lot of people say Jon is #1 pound for pound, or he maybe has an invincibility factor to him. What are your thoughts?
You can't take away what he's done. Right now he is pound for pound. He set the records for a lot of stuff. But he is invincible. He's mortal. Everybody in this game is mortal. The thing is, you just got to go out there and take that invincibility cloak away from him. When you look at him, you can't look at him as, oh, this is Jon Jones. He's been the greatest, the GOAT, blah, blah, blah. You got to go out there and look at him as Jon Jones, another human being. He puts his pants on one leg at a time like me. He lays his shoes up the same way. He ties his, everything is the same. He's just good at what he does, but I got to be better today.
Well, speaking of titles, Usman, I know you're close to him. He's fighting Covington next month. UFC 245, how do you see that fight playing out?
I see my man Usman getting it done. Kobe's like we just talked about, somebody with the wrestling. Usman is more like me. He has the wrestling and the striking, and he got decent jiu-jitsu. Kobe just has the wrestling and the ground, but if you can't take him down, which I don't see him taking Kobe down, he's going to be a fish out of water. And I think that's where Usman goes ahead and finishes it off.
And lastly, speaking of wrestlers, your friend Ben Askren, he just fought last weekend. What do you think should be next for him?
I think Ben needs to take the time and just figure out what's next. You know, I can't say he should jump in and fight this guy, and I say he should retire. As I know what I did when I had 2 losses in a row, I had to sit back and to reflect on what I was doing. Was it me? Is it time? Is it mother time telling me I'm not in it anymore? Is my body giving up? Is my head not safe anymore? Once I figured everything out, then I went from there. And his last fight, he did great. He got caught. He went against the best jiu-jitsu artist there is in the game, and he made a mistake. So for him, no, it's not time to retire. Just go out there, reanalyze what he did, go to the drawing board, and just if he wants to come back and do what you do. Stick to your game. And if he doesn't, walk away and continue with his other ventures, and the best of luck to him.